where in the world do you buy a reborn or silicone baby doll in the year 2025? I got the answer for you. Hi, I'm Kiersten from Lambie's Nursery, and I'm sitting here, it's 98 degrees outside, I'm in a t-shirt, but I'm thinking about Christmas. And chances are you're thinking about Christmas too. You're thinking about what you want to get a reborn or silicone doll over in your life, or what you're going to get yourself for Christmas. And I get asked so much, where do I buy a reborn or silicone baby doll? And let's talk about it because I have the answers. I want to help you guys get that perfect Christmas gift without getting scammed. Let's start this video off with what's a reborn or silicone baby doll. So a reborn doll is a hyper realistic baby doll that is completely handmade. Can you believe that this doll is completely handmade by a human? It's incredible. So they start out as a sculptor will take some clay and they slowly, over months or years, sculpt it to look like a real baby with arms and legs and head with the perfect face. And then they send those sculpts out to shops, mostly craft stores that specialize in reborn baby dolls. And reborn artists will then go buy those sculpts, and with thousands of layers of paint, they make a doll, just that pure white sculpt, look like a real baby. Absolutely phenomenal. And with silicone baby dolls, it's almost the same process, except silicone, you're using different materials because these dolls, reborns, are made of vinyl. Silicone is made out of a squishy material. Let me go show you a silicone doll real quick. This is one of my silicone baby dolls, and as you can see, she's super squishy, super flexible, and there's even full body silicones where the bellies are also made of silicone. The whole thing is silicone. Silicone seems to be the more desirable because it's squishy. It does feel like a real baby. It feels like real skin. But I do want you guys to know silicone dolls are way more expensive just because the material, silicone, is super expensive and it takes a lot more time and money to make a silicone baby doll. So now we know what a reborn and silicone baby doll is. There is a more nefarious and shady part of reborn collecting though, and that is the scams and knockoffs. So a lot of people, to make a quick buck, have stolen those sculpts that sculptors have handmade, and they've released their own versions that are made out of materials we don't know what they are made out of. They could be made out of anything. And they're selling them for super cheap on Amazon and all kinds of websites, but they don't look as good as a reborn because they're not hand painted. They're made by a factory, and they're also, at the end of the day, they are stolen work, stolen from artists who are just trying to pay the bills. And I know when I talk about this, it upsets a lot of people because they just can't afford a reborn doll. They cost hundreds of or thousands of dollars, and I know that is super expensive. So you're gonna get what you can get. I get it. So before we go into how to get an authentic, expensive, handmade, super realistic reborn, I wanted to talk about our more affordable options. And there are 3 options I love for super affordable, and I'm gonna go cheapest to most expensive. So the cheapest option that is out there are the Behringer baby dolls or JC toy dolls. And they used to be at Walmart for a good long while, but they're not anymore. I've been checking, but they are still on Amazon and a few other places. And these dolls can run you anywhere from $22 to like $80. They come in different faces, they come in different sizes. And not only that, some people are learning how to paint them, and they're coming out incredible when they paint them. But the unpainted will run you about, like I said, $22 to $80. They're on Amazon. I usually look up Behringer baby dolls or JC Toys dolls, and they come right up. Lots of cute faces and super affordable. I know they're not the most realistic, but if you're on a super tight budget, they work. I love them. They're super fun. Now, that second option is one of my favorite places to buy dolls, Paradise Galleries. Paradise Galleries is so incredible. My most recent Paradise Galleries baby doll, there are so many different sculpts they have at so many different prices. They even have a full body silicone. It's so cool. And Paradise Galleries, they're always running sales. So make sure to keep checking back on their website. You never know when something's gonna go on sale. But they work with the sculptors to make affordable options. And this doll, I got it on sale for $30. Now, when they're not on sale, they do run between $70 to $100, maybe a little bit more, give or take, depends on the doll, but also they're always running sales, so make sure to check those out. The silicone baby doll, I think she's 14 or 15 inches, and she is about $160 last I saw. But these are really beautiful, good dolls for the price. Like, if you're looking for something absolutely adorable and affordable, I highly recommend Paradise Galleries. Like, I've never had a problem. They are gorgeous dolls, absolutely incredible. Now, let's talk about Ashton Drake Galleries, that option number 3. Ashton Drake has a lot of gorgeous dolls, and it's the same story with Paradise Galleries, where they are working with real sculptors to make these dolls at a cheaper price for everybody. They're so cute. So they do have vinyl dolls. This is one of my vinyl Ashton Drake dolls. And they even have silicone. I think all of their silicone are partial silicone, where they have the cloth body. As I picked out this onesie so you guys could see his cloth body. But he's still silicone, still squishy, still flexible and posable, super cute. And this one is vinyl. And still super, super cute dolls. And these will run you, the vinyls are about $100 to $150. Their toddler vinyl dolls are probably $250. It just depends. Their prices do range. And then the silicone dolls are anywhere from $200 to I think $250 is what I've seen most recently. But Ashton Drake, absolutely love them. They have incredible, beautiful dolls for good prices and lots of options. I think they might have the most options for that they have the most options for that affordable price point. Let's now talk about authentic, handmade, reborn, and silicone baby dolls. The more expensive but more realistic option. So these dolls, my personal favorite place to buy them is from reborns.com. Reborns.com it's a place where all these reborn artists come to sell their dolls, and there's hundreds and hundreds of options, and there's new options every day because somebody's always listing a new doll. So if you're looking for something in particular, they also have a filter and a search function, and you can filter by what you're looking for. Basically any option is there: open-eyed, closed eyes, take a pacifier, silicone, vinyl, whatever, it is all there on reborns.com. So many options, and you can keep coming back. If you don't find what you love one day, come back the next day or a few days later, and there's gonna be more options. Now for Reborns Authentic, the price can run from a beginning artist like me. I usually list my dolls at like $200, but those prices can go up to multiple thousands of dollars, especially with silicone. Silicone is a super expensive medium to work with. The sculpts alone, a lot of them will cost over $1,000. So a fully painted silicone baby doll can run you up multiple thousands. Reborns usually stay under, let's say, $1,500 to $2,000, but are more realistically under $1,000 most of the time, just depending on the doll sculpt, who has painted it, and stuff like that. And there are other places to get authentic artist-made reborn baby dolls, because there's so many amazing reborn artists out there, and they're selling in all kinds of places. But remember earlier, I did talk about scams. So reborns.com has it in their like terms and conditions. You're not allowed to sell counterfeit or knockoff at all. They're not allowed on that website. Places like Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, eBay, they don't have that. There are the knockoffs, there are scams, there are unsavory people there. Now, of course, not everybody on those platforms is a bad person, is trying to scam, is selling counterfeits, what have you, however you want to word that. Not everybody there is trying to take your money and run. But, big but, I have seen plenty of people get scammed on Facebook and Instagram. I also have plenty of friends who do sell their dolls there and sell them exclusively there. And they are authentic reborn artists selling their dolls there. It's hard. It's hard to find something authentic and not get scammed. I wish I had all the tips to make sure you could buy anything you wanted on Facebook and not get scammed with anything. But I don't. My best recommendation is to look at everything. So let's say you're on Instagram, you see this person selling this incredible doll. Look at their page. Look at their profile picture. I'm going to be level with you guys. I have had so many people steal my pictures of like my face or my dolls and try to use them on their Instagram. So are the pictures of this Instagram profile, are they authentically this person? And one way to check that is, so for me, I only have really so many things, so many ways I can take pictures of my dolls. Like I only have so many car seats. I only have so many blankets. I only have 2 cribs, I only have so many things. And for the people who are stealing pictures and trying to sell dolls they don't own, they will steal pictures from hundreds of different artists and collectors. So all their pictures look like every single doll's in a different room. Whereas if it's an authentic human, there's only so many things they can do. Like if you look at my Instagram, I guess it might be kind of boring because it's really just this one room in my house. I don't have pictures that look like it's from a million different houses. It's just here. Like there's always going to be similarities in my pictures because I just, I have a small amount of things. And yeah, that's one way you can check if someone on Instagram or Facebook is authentic, is make sure to really look at those pictures. For eBay and Etsy, it's getting harder. It just is. So I would recommend looking at all the reviews and remembering, if that price looks too good to be true, it might be too good to be true, unfortunately. You're not gonna find an authentic full body silicone baby doll for $50. You're just not. Unfortunately, I wish we could, So for eBay and Etsy, make sure to look through all those pictures, make sure to look at all the reviews, make sure to look at everything and keep the general prices of how much a reborn baby doll costs inside your head. And they are usually hundreds to thousands of dollars. Like I said, if you are on a budget, there are options, and there are better options that won't get you scammed, such as Paradise Gallery's Ashton Drake, those Behringer baby dolls. I hope this video helps you find your dream baby doll or the dream baby doll of whoever is in your life. I just absolutely hate seeing people get scammed, because with these scams, a lot of them they'll steal a picture from an artist or collector and be like, this gorgeous doll for sale. And if they send anything at all, it doesn't look like the pictures. I found one of those scam dolls at a secondhand store a few years ago, and it was like this big. The body was like this big and the head was like this big. It did not look good, did not look realistic. And so many people have been getting dolls like that. So I just want to make sure whatever you get under the tree this year, whatever you're giving for any occasion is what you want. I want to make sure your money goes to what you want. So I do hope this helps. I'm not trying to judge. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to help everybody out and make sure you get something you absolutely love. I'm trying to make sure you get the best your money's worth. So yeah, I hope this helps. I am selling dolls on reborns.com. If you just Google reborns.com/Lambie's Nursery, you'll find some of the dolls I'm selling. My favorite artist in the whole wide world, my best friend that I've been doing a podcast with on this channel, she sells at reborns.com/pumpkinsparklesbabies. So, and there's hundreds of thousands of artists out there who are absolutely incredible and amazing. There are so many amazing options to get what you want. So I hope that works out for you guys. I hope you have a great and amazing day. Remember, you're special, you're amazing, and you matter so much. Thank you guys for being here. And yeah, I just love you guys so much, okay? Stay safe out there. Bye.